Thank you for joining me at 5 Minute Mechanic. Today we're going to try and figure out why this new pivot axle won't fit where the old one did. Take a couple measurements real quick and get an idea. It's a cheap tape measure I could find. That is roughly 1 3/4. And the distance on these two bearings is about 1 9/16 roughly. 1 5/8. So that means these are not touching inside. I put these together. We are getting a dimension of approximately 2 inches. When I take this old pivot axle and clean it up a tiny bit, and if we take the measurement there, we are at, whoa, quite a bit different. About 1 5/8. So when we put these in here, they are also not touching. I'm not sure how much of this you can actually see. But we are at basically 1 15/16. So I'm thinking you might actually need to grind off a little bit of this surface to get this to fit. I'd really rather not, but that might be what we got to do. Okay. You won't be able to see it, but well, we'll try. Take a measurement of this opening. Nice if I could find my calipers, but I couldn't. Just under 2 inches. Actually wondering if I can spread that apart somehow. We're gonna try a different way here. See if we can get this to work. I'm gonna try and see if I can force this into place. I spent quite a bit of time here trying to get the bushings to squish together and slide up into the frame. It just wasn't going. I used the jack to lift it and nothing was happening. I stopped talking and didn't record any of that and what I was doing, but I was just trying to get those bushings to fit. It wasn't going to work. Lifting it didn't work. It was way too wide and nothing I did was getting that part to go in as it needed to. Then I eventually lowered it down and tried again just to see what was going on. But again, it wasn't going to fit as is. It looks like this pivot axle is not going to fit, so I'm going to have to try and pull it back out and try something different. We might have to grind it down and see if we can get it to fit that way. Remember to take even just a few minutes every day to work on your projects, and they'll start getting taken care of. Thank you for joining me at 5 Minute Mechanic.